In Gotham, Wonder Woman and Batman are taking down Steel Fang together, trading jokes and poking fun at each other while they fight. Eventually, they manage to tie Steel Fang upside down, leaving him dangling helplessly. As they stand there, still teasing each other, the villain finally snaps. "For crying out loud, will you two get a room already?" Wonder Woman smirks, turning to Batman. "Be gentle." Steel Fang keeps grumbling, but his protests turn desperate when Batman moves in to finish things. Later, at the JLA watchtower on the moon, which, unsurprisingly, is undergoing yet another round of upgrades, Wonder Woman and Faith stand off to the side, watching a couple hugging and chatting in the distance. Faith comments, "Can you imagine? I can't think of any man that follows 3,000 years into the future. Ah, that's love." Diana asks, "Are you a romantic, Faith?" Faith shrugs. "I'm a sucker for love. Just don't ask if I'm any good at it. You?" Wonder Woman replies, "I've met Aphrodite. It sort of tarnished the romantic ideal." Faith, taken aback. "Oh, so no one then? I mean, not even Superman?" Diana bursts out laughing. "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Faith. No, Superman and I are very, very good friends." And that's all. Diana isn't offended. It's something she's heard many times before. Suddenly, someone walks into the room, grinning. "Hey ladies, coffee again." Diana sees her chance to slip away and takes it. As she leaves, Diana's thoughts drift to Batman. "I know the facts. He would be proud of me for that. He's brilliant, he's driven. A warrior in the classic sense. He's also terrifying, borderline obsessed, thriving in a darkness I forsook ages ago. He is stubborn, rude, and ruthless, and when we're working side by side, I find myself fighting even harder, always as an equal. Then, that kiss, that stupid kiss, literally before dying, that has plagued us both. Was it simply a moment shared by warriors on the battlefield? Or a desperate attempt to reconcile years of emotion in a fleeting heartbeat?" She knows it's time for an answer. In an outburst, she lashes out at the training robots, smashing them to pieces in a fit of frustration. Later, Diana enters Jean's room. In the center stands a large, intricate machine, shaped like a human brain with an imposing base underneath. Jean approaches her, placing his hands gently on her shoulders. "Peace is found within. No one understands that better than I do. But actually finding said peace is significantly more complicated than that simple aphorism implies." Diana nods, understanding. "Your machine is just a tool, not a panacea for ills of the soul, the Martian equivalent of the Oracle at Delphi." Joan doesn't argue as Diana steps forward and dons a sleek suit, leaving only her face exposed. She connects the suit's cables to the machine, preparing for the process. As Joan adjusts the settings, he explains, "The trans-consciousness articulator does not tell the future, Diana. It's not a gateway to divine knowledge." Diana adds, "It's a window to the subconscious. It's a way to explore the depths of my own heart. A journey I have been avoiding for weeks." Joan then suggests, "You could just talk to him, you know." Diana reveals that she will, but after this. Joan continues, "Promise, walking your dreams is no alternative to living your reality." Diana submerges her body in a liquid. Closing her eyes, she says, "I promise. You'll be with me?" Diana is almost completely submerged when Joan comments, "An unseen hand, helping only to guide you through the currents of your..." And with that, the process begins, leaving Joan's words trailing off as Diana dives deep into the unknown. Diana opens her eyes and finds herself no longer in Joan's room. Instead, she's in a magnificent palace overlooking a serene lake. She then asks, "Are you cold?" A familiar male voice answers, "I would be if I could feel my legs." It's Bruce Wayne, seated in a carriage. With her arm around his seat, Diana sighs. That's not funny, Bruce. Bruce disagrees. Of course it is. You always lose your sense of humor whenever you come back to Paradise Island. Diana replies, and you make it a point to tease, old man. Smiling softly, Diana leans closer, wrapping her arms around his shoulders. Her head rests gently against him. Bruce speaks again. You shouldn't come back to see me anymore. Don't be ridiculous, Diana replies. You're my husband. But Bruce cuts her off. It's time. We discussed this 10 years ago. We discussed this before anything else. That the day would come. Her eyes fill with tears. It's come. I've made my peace. I need to know you will too. I've been to the river. They're waiting, out of respect for you. They interlock hands, leaning their heads together in a moment of quiet connection. Diana whispers, we were very good together, weren't we? The dysfunctional duo. Bruce chuckles softly. Clark said that. Clark said that. Whatever you do after, just not him. Promise me. I'm joking again, you know. Still holding on to him, Diana pleads. One more day. Can I have one more day? Bruce answers immediately. Everyone I have left. My life is yours. It always has been. The serene scene is abruptly shattered by a loud commotion. A man cries out in pain. You cut off my... Oh God, why? Wonder Woman, in a sleek black costume, looms over him, whip in hand. So you can't beat your wife with it anymore. Does that answer your question? Batman on her side says, a touch extreme, wasn't it? But she denies it, so he continues, didn't think so. Let's wrap this up, Batwoman. Mother made dinner, and she'll be devastated if it gets cold. The scene shifts again. Diana now sits at a grand banquet table surrounded by friends and allies. The room alive with laughter and celebration. Back inside the trans-consciousness articulator, Diana's body remains still. Her lips murmuring incoherent words. A voice interrupts. Where's Joan? He was... Bruce explains. I told him I'd call if anything was wrong. Wanted to be here when you woke up. She wants to know why, and he steps closer. We don't live in dreams, Diana. This is reality. Without another word, he pulls her into an embrace, and their lips meet in a passionate kiss. As they break apart, Bruce begins, I love. But Diana silences him with a finger to his lips. Don't say it. Tell me after we win. The scene shifts again. Diana, now clad in her Amazonian armor, leads a charge on horseback, an army of warriors following behind her. Batman rides at her side, as they storm toward their enemies. Suddenly, a chilling voice rings out. Peekaboo! I see you! It's the Joker. He stands over Batman, who lies on the ground, blood pooling from a grave wound in his chest. Even as his voice falters, Bruce looks to Diana. Don't, Diana. Don't let him push you. Don't cross the line. The Joker then taunts Diana, saying, Oh, hey, sweet tums. I hear you just back became available. What say we give that lasso a workout, my little baklava? But Diana can't listen. Consumed by fury, she lunges at the Joker. Her first strike was stopped by the Joker, but then Bruce's voice, faint but steady, cuts through the chaos. Sorry. So sorry. Love. She freezes, looking back just in time to see Bruce's final breath leave him. He's gone. The realization hits her like a thunderbolt. Grief and rage consume her as she turns back to the Joker. This time, there is no hesitation. With a single devastating blow, she ends him. The scene shifts again. Diana is on a high bridge, tears streaming down her face. She's mourning a life that could have been. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's foolish. I just always thought I wanted us to have children. Bruce then mentioned how Alfred would do anything just to hear a child laugh in the manor, and even change a diaper. Diana, feeling emotional, expressed that she wanted to see him do that. Then she asked if he was disappointed. Bruce reassured her, saying he was disappointed, but not in her. Never her. Bruce continues, Diana, you petitioned the gods. You literally went through hell to win the right to bear my child. And I lost, she interjects. But Bruce shakes his head firmly. No, we didn't lose. All these years together have been a glorious victory. You pulled me up from the darkness and taught me that there was still light in this world. Your love is the greatest gift I've ever received. You saved my soul. They share a kiss. Diana whispers, That means you're bound to me, you know. Forever. Children or not, I own you, Bruce Wayne. Bruce presses a tender kiss to her forehead. I wouldn't have it any other way. And as far as children go, the world is filled with our children. If what we've accomplished in Gotham is any indication, we're damn good parents. The scene transitions back to reality, where Diana sleeps peacefully in the trans-consciousness articulator, with a smile on her lips. A familiar male voice pulls her back to the present. Find what you were looking for. The same conversation as Diana's dream plays out, but this time, Bruce asks, Weren't you in there because of what's going on? With us? Diana teases him, calling him the mighty detective. Bruce admits he was thinking the same thing, but doesn't want to dig too deep into his own mind. They share a look and say in unison, I don't think we should. Both of them struggling to explain their thoughts without interrupting each other. Diana then places a finger on Bruce's lips and says, It's possible. It's more than just possible that we could be wonderful together. There's equal potential for utter disaster. I love you. As a lifelong friend, a confidant, and ally. But I'm not willing to risk that to see if there's more. Are you? Bruce just smiles and they share a hug. Bruce then asks, It ended badly in there, didn't it? A Greek tragedy? Diana quickly responds, It was just a dream, Bruce. I didn't look into the future. Bruce acknowledges, I know that, of course. It was just a dream, but... Diana smiles. You really want to know? It was terrible. She turns out the trans-consciousness articulator, but the machine doesn't immediately power down. A faint glow pulses from it, and one last sentence echoes from the dream. Can I have one more day? Everyone I have left. My life is yours. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.